Hello everyone, welcome to the class. In this class, I am going to discuss questions from percentage profit and loss asked in the CAT 2021 from all the sets. So let's start with the question number 1. Amal purchases some pens at rupees 8 each. To sell these, he hires an employee at a fixed wage. He sells 100 of these pens at rupees 12 each. If the remaining pens are sold at rupees 11 each, then he makes a net profit of rupees 300. While he makes a net loss of rupees 300 if the remaining pens are sold at rupees 9 each. The wage of the employee is. So let's write the information which is given in the questions. I am writing CP and then I am writing selling price and how many quantity is sold at what price, and then profit. Okay, so his cost price is 8 rupees 8 per pen, and 100 quantity he sold, the employee sold with rupees 12, right? So 4 rupees per pen, so the profit is 400 is the profit for 100 pens sold at the selling price of 12. Now the situation is, if he is selling remaining pens, so suppose n quantity he is selling at the rate of 11 each, then in that case he is making a profit 11 minus 8, which is 3, and n, that is 3n profit he is making. And if he is selling 9 each, in that case he is making a profit 9 minus 8, which is 1 into n, that is n, for n number of pens, right? So now we put all those things in an equation. So I can write here 400 plus 3n, this is the selling price of all the pens, and if I subtract W, if I assume W as the wage of the employee, so that will give me 300, because it is given the question that he makes a profit of 300. In this case he makes a profit of 300, right? So I have made this equation, and then I can make another equation that the same wage minus 400 plus n in this second situation, so that will be equal to 300, and this is a loss, wage minus 400 plus n. So this you need to understand, and what I can do now, that I can add both these equations. This will cancel out, and 3n minus n, that is 2n is equal to 600, or I am getting n is equal to 300. So in order to get the wage, I can put it any one of the equations. So wage of the employee will be 400 plus 3 into 300, I am putting the value of n, and this then minus 300, so that is 1000. So 1000 is the answer, no option is given, so answer to this question is 1000. Let's take the next question. Identical chocolate pieces are sold in boxes of two sizes, small and large. The large box is sold for twice the price of the small box. If the selling price per gram of chocolate in the large box is 12% less than that in the small box, then the percentage by which the weight of chocolate in the large box exceeds that in the small box is nearest to. So in this question there are two boxes, small and large, and if we talk about the selling price, then if the selling price of a small box is say x, then the large box is double, that is 2x. And if we talk about selling price per gram, so if the selling price per gram for a small box is y, then the large box is 12% less, so we can say 0.88y, right? Okay, so this information is given. So selling price of a small box small box is basically weight of box multiplied by price per gram, that we can write. And similarly we can also write that selling price of a large box, that is equal to weight of large box multiplied by price per gram. Okay, so that we can say about these two boxes individually. Now if I divide the earlier one from the second one, so I can write here selling price of large, let's divide from large to small, selling price of large divided by selling price of small. So that will be weight of large divided by weight of small. I am just dividing this second equation from first, and multiplied by price per gram of large divided by price per gram of small. So now we can put from these what we have assumed earlier. So weight of large and weight here, weight of large to weight of small, that has to be found in this particular question. And selling price of large to selling price of small is basically 2. This is twice. Okay, and this is price of large to price of small is, I can write here 0.88 divided by 1, 0.88 y by y, so basically that is 0.88. So further I can write in this way, this is basically weight of large divided by weight of small multiplied by 88 by 100, and that is equal to 2. So with the help of that we can calculate what is required for this question, weight of large box divided by weight of small box. So that come out to be 200 by 88. So I can write here 200 by 88, or it can be further simplified as 100 divided by 44. So in this question we have to find what is the percentage by which the weight of chocolates in the large box exceed that in the small box. So once we know the ratio, we can definitely find out the percentage. So in percentage terms, percentage increase, what we are looking for is we can write 100 minus 44, which is 56, okay, divided by 44 multiplied by 100. So that will come out to be 127.27%. So this is the answer, and option 1 is correct. Let's take the next question. A person buys tea of 3 different qualities at rupees 800, 500 and 300 per kg respectively, and the amount bought are in the proportion 2:3:5. She mixes all the tea and sells 1/6 of the mixture at rupees 700 per kg. The price in INR per kg at which she should sell the remaining tea to make an overall profit of 50%. So there are 3 varieties of tea. 800, I am writing here per kg price. So per kg price is 800, 500 and 300, and mixes in the ratio 2:3:5. So with help of that we can find out the average price. Okay, and she mixed all the tea and sells 1/6. So what I can do that in order to make the calculation simpler, and if I do not want any fraction, so the same ratio can also be written as 6:9:15. So I have just multiplied this by 2. So basically I am just assuming that the first variety of tea is taken 6 kg. So this is the quantity being taken, 6 kg, 9 kg and 15 kg, right, and having the same ratio. Okay, so the price for 800 is 4800 total price, total cost, and for this one is 4500, and for this one is also 4500. So this is the price, total price, and the average price will be addition of this and addition of this will be 9,000 plus 44,800, so that is average will be 13,800 divided by total quantity, and that is 30 kg. So this will come out to be 460 per kg. So 460 per kg is the average price, and total cost or total price is 13,800. And what is given in the question that overall profit of 50% is to be taken. So that means the selling price, overall selling price, this is overall selling price should be 50% more than this value. So I'm just writing 13,800 multiplied by 50% more, 1.5. So that will give me 20,700. So this should be the selling price for 30 kg of tea, right? So now what is given in this question that she sells all the tea and sell 1/6 of the mixture at 700 per kg. So if we talk about the selling price, so one selling price is 1/6 of this total 30 kg. 1/6 means 5 kg. So 5 kg is sold at 700 per kg. So this is the price for 5 kg, and the other one we have to find out, and the overall we have already calculated. Overall is 20,700. So this is 20,700. Okay, so 5 kg at the rate of 700 per kg, so that will give me 3,500. So 3,500 selling price for this 5 kg. So this selling price for the second one, which we have to find out, can we calculate it from 20,700 minus 3,500. So I'm just writing here 20,700 minus 3,500. So that will give me, this is 0 0, this is 2, and 17,200. And what is the quantity? Overall is 30 kg, and this much is this 700 per kg he has sold for is 5 kg. So this is 25 kg. So 25 kg of tea he sold for 70,200. So what we have to find is price per kg of this variety, I mean this for this selling price. So that can be calculated as 17,200 divided by quantity, which is 25. Okay, so that will give me 688 per kg. So this should be the answer, 688 per kg, and option 2 is correct. Let's take the next question. In a tournament, a team has played 40 matches so far and won 30% of them. If they win 60% of the remaining matches, their overall win percentage will be 50%. Suppose they win 90% of the remaining matches, then the total number of matches won by the team in the tournament will be. So in this question, the team has already played 40 matches. I'm just writing here matches. 40 matches has been played by the team, and they won 30%. So 30% they won. So they have won 12 matches. Now remaining matches, that is not given, so just assume at n, or we can assume 100n. 100n is the remaining matches, and if it wins 60% of it, 60% means 60n matches if they win. This is one situation, and in other situation, if they win 90%, that means 90n. Okay, so if the team wins 60%, then the total won matches is 12 plus 60n, right? And this is given as 50% of the overall match. This winning number is 50% of overall. So 50% of 40 is 20 plus 50% of 100n is 50n. This you need to understand. this is given as 50% of overall match. So with the help of that we can calculate the value of n. So 60n minus 50n, that is 10n, which is equal to 20 minus 12, 8. So basically n is equal to 0.8. So we know that there are 80 matches that has to be played. Okay, and now we have to find out, suppose they win 90% of remaining matches. So 90n is basically 72. That means they win 72 more matches. So in that case, the total number of matches won by the team. So 12 they have already won and 72 remaining has to be win. So total matches they will win will be 72 plus 12, that is 84. So 84 is the answer and option 3 is correct. Let's take the next question. The total of male and female population in the city increased by 25% from 1970 to 1980. During the same period, the male population increased by 40% while the female population increased by 20%. From 1980 to 1990, the female population increased by 25%. In 1990, if the female population is twice the male population, then the percentage increase in the total of male and female population in the city from 1970 to 1990. So first what we understand from this question is comparison of 3 different years, 1970, then 1980 and 1990 is given with respect to male and female population. So we can assume that male population is say 100x and female population is 100y. So what is given that 25% increase from 1970 to 80, but if we talk about the male population, then increase by 40%. So 40% increase here means this is 140x, and female population is increased by 20%. So 20% increase here, so that is 120y. Okay, but overall the increase is 25% if we talk about both male and female population. So that means we can write here 140x in the 1980 plus 120y. So this is basically 25% more than 100x plus 100y, 25% more than 100x plus 100y. So we can write 125x plus 125y. This is 25% more than the value in 1970. So with the help of that we can calculate the relationship between x and y. So we can write here 15x is equal to 5y, or we can say here y is equal to 3x. So we got the relationship between x and y. Now further it is given in the question, from 1980 to 1990 the female population increased by 25%. So female population, which is 120y in 1980, increased by 25%, means 1/4. So that become 150. So that become 150y. And this is in 1990 if the female population is twice the male population. So that means male population in 1990 is half of that female population. So we can write this is 75y. We can convert this y into x with the help of this relationship. Okay, so now what we have to calculate in the question, that percentage increase in the total of male and female population in the city from 1970 to 1990. Okay, just write 1970 and 1990, and we have to write in terms of either y or x. So in 1970 this is 100x plus 100y, so I am just converting whole thing into x. So this is basically 300x. I can write this is 300x plus 300x. Okay, y is equal to 3x. So this is 300x plus 100x. Okay, 100x. So 400x is the total population of male and female in 1970, and in 1990 this is 150y plus 75y. So this will give me 450x plus 75y is equal to 3 times of this. So that is this is 75y 225x. So this is 675 multiplied by 3, 675x. So now we got in 1970 total male and female population in terms of x in just one variable 400x, and in 1990 that becomes 675. So you have to find out this percentage increase. So percentage increase is equal to the difference, which is 275x divided by the initial value, which is 400x multiplied by 100. So that will come out to be 68.75%. So this is the answer, and option 2 is correct. So you have seen we have solved all the questions of percentage profit and loss from the CAT 2021. Subscribe to the channel for more aptitude questions.